I say this? So a recent comment, some comments are very hard to get understanding across in a comment back. The comment was kind of questioning, hey, you're driving your boat upriver, casting this buzzbait everywhere. Didn't see you put it down, didn't see you do anything different. You know, what if you would have stopped and finesse fish a spot? Like, saying the fish are still there, maybe they didn't want to eat the buzzbait. That absolutely does happen. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I know there are fish that aren't going to eat the buzzbait. You know, and to me, it kind of comes down to those fish aren't positioned to eat the buzzbait. You know, there are fish that aren't always on the bank like that. There are fish that are in the middle of the river in spots, or behind big rocks in the middle of the river. That does happen. So I'm not saying it's not worth stopping and finesse fishing, right? You definitely can catch giants. You can catch good numbers that way too. But you have to be where the fish are at. What's more worth doing? Stopping in an area and finesse fishing, or continuing driving upriver in my motorized boat behind the fish and casting at the juiciest places I can see? In my opinion, there is, at least for summer, there is no better way to catch bigger fish and more fish than throwing a power fishing bait, like coming up behind the fish in a motorized boat. Like, there's no better way to catch fish. So what was I saying? Coming up soon in the fall, you have a greater chance of needing to stop and fish a spot because they will start to group up again. At least that's what I've seen. That is not always the case. And that group of fish that I'm talking about, I mean, kind of like good luck finding it. Like, you know, it's very tough to find that. So yeah, there are instances I will do that. But overall, summertime, especially dog days of summer, super hot, fish are lazy. It's just, you know, covering water, you know. And then when it comes to big fish, you know, nothing is 100% with anything, especially big fish. But most of my big fish come from the absolute best spots in the river. And if you're asking what the best spot in the river is, I can't tell you, but I can tell you there's a couple of things in common with those spots. One, safety. There's going to be either some boulders, some overhanging trees, some deeper water nearby. There could be, yeah, it's just hard to explain. Like, I know when I see it. Another thing is, those spots are generally not in super pressured areas. It's not to say that these spots don't get pressured, but every time I catch a big fish, it is in an area that fish is able to be relaxed because there's not constantly people being there. You know, so I hop on the bike. The reason why I do that is so I can go to places that are less fished. I mean, me saying that, technically speaking, I'm telling people to go where people don't go, which in turn could potentially ruin that, you know. But but the thing is, to me, I use the word self-regulating, meaning the river's self-regulating, the fish are self-regulating. If a whole bunch of people hit a spot that people don't go to or can't access, then it's just going to change to another spot like that, and then that spot will change, and then the hunt continues. Right? That's bass fishing in a whole, right? You find a bait that works really good. You catch a bunch of fish on it. The fish may potentially get used to that bait, and they don't want to eat that bait as well. So there's a constant hunt for a better bait, or a different bait, or a different area. It's self-regulating. You know, the spots that I catch giant fish at, you know, it's not always going to work because I caught them there. You know, and if more people catch them there, he's going to move. It's not always going to sit there. Wow, it's definitely becoming fall. Leaves are falling off. Holy crap, this is crazy. We're going out to wade fishing area real quick, not long, couple hours, to see what happens. I don't want to keep harping on the same thing, but especially this year, what I just got done saying is important because we don't have the number of fish we used to have. And generally speaking, the better fish are missing. Not the biggest, but the better fish. That's my take. I will take that to my grave. I still don't know if I'm right about why that happened, but I'm still saying that happened. You know, I think the whole stopping to finesse fish over power fishing upriver on a boat was way more viable last year because we had so many more fish and they were so much better fish. And again, I'm not talking about the elites fishing. I'm talking about in general. I don't consider myself an elite fisherman. I don't consider myself a pro. I enjoy smallie fishing the river, okay? There are many, many, many people that are much better at this than I am. But when I talk about these things, I talk about this towards your normal everyday fisherman, because that's how I feel like I am. Maybe I'm slightly above that, but because I have the time, right? Yeah, you know, this topic actually kind of gets on to a similar topic that I struggle with sometimes with some people. You know, every once in a while somebody pops in, oh, spot burn, spot burn. Listen, no matter what I show, you still have to go out there and make that happen. You have to know enough to be successful trying to copy me. Are my videos changing that and adding people to that? It's possible, you know, but I look at it like this. If I'm getting people to get out on the river and fish, that's a good thing. If they're following me around, well, that sucks, but guess what? It is what it is. You know, it's a public river. But am I seeing my spots being burnt after 5 years? No. This river's always been super public and pressured. Even when I was younger, going out on a weekend, holy crap, dude, there'd be hundreds of boats floating down, people getting drunk. It's craziness. It's always been that way. Do I like the idea that my videos could potentially draw people to a certain spot of which I've found for myself? It sucks, but like, again, you still have to go there and make that happen. Holy, what are you doing there, bud? Water is clear. Anyways, we do have a new bait to try out, and I guess it's really just to see if it's going to stay semi-snag resistant and if it hooks fish. We got the 1/4 ounce on, so we can get way out in the middle of the river. We got a 1/4 on, so that's a heavy thing to pull through here without getting snagged. And we're going slow. You guys do any good?
Oh, a couple little bass.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
Yeah.
We're just gonna walk around a little bit. Snag got it out. That's cool. I mean, I want to drag with this, so that's what we're doing. Really more testing its ability to get back to me than its fish catching ability, because I don't think there's any fish here. Keeps coming back to me. I'm fishing it slow. It's a good sign. It's really all I needed to prove today is just come back to me quite often. I need to prove its weedlessness, and the fish catching proven will have to happen over time. That's a fish. Oh, that's a fish. I don't think it's real big, but it's acting big. We got a fish on a prototype bait. I might have to blur this out. This feels decent. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's not a giant, but I will definitely take that. Come on, bud. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a real good fish. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, it works. Stay on, bud. Stay on, bud. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a big one. That's a big one. We got him. Oh, that might be 17. Whew, come right out. We got the board with us. I didn't expect that. I honestly didn't. But that's very cool. I mean, I knew it was possible, but This is a rare fish if you ask me, actually. 16 and a half. A little over 16 and a half. Let's see what he does when you close the mouth. Still 16 and a half. It got slightly shorter, but overall, still 16 and a half. I always wonder if me leaving the mouth open like that changes it. It really doesn't. Beautiful fish. Thank you, bud. Yeah, we got one. Cool. Cool. And it's on the new bait. Yeah, bait came right out, but you know, that's basically because he was hooked in that little like membrane, you know. Let's see if we can do that again. There's one, there's usually more. Might be different this year though. I'm already sold on this, honestly. Just the idea of it. Now, that is a fish that I absolutely would not have caught on a buzzbait. Middle of the river, not a chance. But that's two totally different things. You know, I've already put a good bit of fishing time in. That's my only fish. Yeah, it's a prototype bait, but I'm still saying they'll eat this. I know they'll eat this. This isn't really testing if they'll eat it. I know they will. It's just, will it hook them? Will it work as good? Will I miss fish? Will I not? You know, stuff like that is more important. The mechanical aspects of a bait, I think, are more important than what it looks like. You know, what it does, I think, is the most important. I notice it is twirling, like spiraling, when I return it, which is interesting. First snag. Not good, but oh, came out. All right, so it is good then. Come out again. Nice. Very nice. This is craziness. Oh, shit. Fish. Oh, ooh. Oh, this is a good fish tip. This might be, he's not that big. I thought he was giant for a second. It's a good one. Finally something. Well, he's decent. That's actually pretty big. He's probably 16. He's bleeding. I didn't mess him up that bad. Did I? You want to measure him? Nah. He's probably 16. Got big eyes. He's a good one. See you, bud. Oh, whoa. Okay, he felt big, but I don't think he's that big. He's going nuts. He felt giant for a second because I was walking. I mean, that's like a healthy 12, huh? 13 or something. Hooked perfect. Look where he's hooked. Ouch. Come right out. Very healthy 12. He's pissed. He's like clamped down on me. See you, bud. So that is why I have been on a boat like I have been. And that's why I throw the buzzbait when I'm on the boat. Now you can say, hey, we're testing a new bait. What if that bait sucks? It doesn't. It's a goby. I've already proven that. It works. Is it the best bait for this time of year? No, it's not, but it'll still work. Do you know why it wouldn't work? Because I'm not where the fish are at. See, the benefit of the boat is I get to cover vast regions of the river. Technically speaking, I've basically taken a tour of the Yawk this year in the boat. No, I didn't see every inch of the Yawk, and there's some spots I just didn't even care to try. But I've gone on a search to see the majority of the river, and I'm seeing the same exact story everywhere I go. Now, I am throwing the buzzbait everywhere I go, so that does mean I'm targeting a specific fish over a different type of fish. You know, I used to target fast water in summer and do really good. And it's funny that I've even gone to another river and tried that type of fishing and was extremely successful. Now, what I am seeing, or have been seeing, is when I find a hot zone, they have been in moving water, not stagnant, not fast water, in between, generally speaking, before a fast section or right after a fast section, but never in the fast water. And so this is why I haven't been bank fishing, or I haven't been stopping to stop and finesse fish, because in the dog days of summer, it's weird to finesse fish, right? It's nose hooked, weightless fluke, or wacky rig, something that literally is like dead bait, just slowly, and they might eat that, and that takes a long time. So there's no reason for me to choose that over driving my boat upriver and slamming a bank with a buzzbait or power fishing bait. You could probably do it with spin. Hell, you could probably do it with anything, honestly. So, do I like stopping and finesse fishing? I do. But this year is very different. Here's my theory. I don't know if I said this already, right? The small fish, the 8, the 10s, the 12s, generally speaking, you wouldn't find them in the white water, in the fast water. You would find those, well, the same exact spots that I'm finding them now. The spots that I'm catching fish now are spots that I would technically avoid because I was targeting bigger fish. I don't have that option now, and I'm now having to avoid where the bigger fish would be normally for me, not giants, but the bigger fish, and fish for little fish is that's what's happening. That's what you're seeing. Now in the fast water, there's middle-sized fish, middle to large-sized fish. I think they very easily can stay in white water and crazy fast water, and I think that's where they would feed. But we're missing those fish. Not all of them. We did get some, but they're just not here. So that's my theory on why our fast waters are vacant, because the type of fish that would able to stay out there and want to stay out there aren't here. There's some. Nothing's 100%, right? And so that's why I've been using the boat. And that's the cool thing about the boat, is the boat will show me where these fish are at. And I can guarantee you one thing right now. 90% of those locations that I'm finding those fish, I can't get to unless I'm on that boat. Now, I could get to these spots. I know where they're at. But A, the bank is so steep you can't get down there. Or B, if you did get down there, they're all on the bank, you're just going to spook them all. This is why you're seeing me do what I'm doing, you know. But that's my take on this. You know, this year is very different. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here act like the Yawk is on fire, because it's not. When you see people that are doing something similar to me, fishing all the time, posting to social media all the time, and they are continuing to act like everything's fine. Or they're finding a way around saying that there is an issue, or saying that we lost fish, or blah, blah, because I think in their mind that means that they are losing, or they suck, or whatever. Listen, fishing's fishing, man. You know, I'm just showing you what I see and what there's proof in the pudding. I have full-length videos of my casts, where I'm at, what I'm doing, everything. I'm not hiding anything. The only thing I'm hiding is the dead time in between catching a fish. That's it. You know, so basically speaking, what I'm saying is if there's somebody out there acting like the river isn't completely different than it used to be and that we're actually missing fish, they probably have a motive behind that. Listen, my only motive is to tell you guys the story of my day, to go out and enjoy my day and show you that, and I don't know, maybe try to teach you guys something along the way. But as the year progresses, the more I'm seeing, the more I'm concerned for the smallie population in the river. You know, I do fish other sections of this river, not as much as this lower section, and seeing a similar thing there also. Not saying that there hasn't been days that were good, but when I compare it to last year, it's not what it should be. So, my whole theory on, the Elizabeth lock being removed caused this issue, that may be incorrect. And as time progresses, I'm leaning more towards maybe we did have a kill-off. Again, all theories and thoughts, I have no idea. Listen, I'm not a biologist. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm just a Fayette County fisherman. And I'm just showing you guys what I see, and these are my thoughts. There's still time left for me to see a difference, and I go, oh, okay, never mind. This section of the river is fine and wasn't affected by that. But overall, like I said, so far, I'm not seeing what I used to see. And now you can sit here and say, oh, it's something you're doing, Ish. It's something you're doing wrong. You got to learn something, or you got to change this, or you got to do that, or you're fishing old, what is that called? Fishing memories. Fishing memories can be a bad thing, but I'm here to say, like, some of the things you see me doing, I've done for years, and it's worked exactly the same until this year. And a lot of people do agree with this, well, at least some of this, and the fact that we're missing fish. There's a lot of people agreeing with me. I'm just saying I am concerned about the smallie population in the future of that. At this point, it may be possible that what we're seeing, it may stay this way for a long time. Makes me realize how great of a year last year was. But anyways, hopefully that helps you guys out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. As always, I got a ton of new baits coming, by the way. There's a lot of stuff to take care of here. I'm actually surprised I've been putting out 2 videos a week like I have been. It's tough to do all that, go fishing, edit 2 videos, sell baits, make baits, get new baits in, make new stuff. Eventually I need to do videos on my baits. I think that would help me and my company. I really just focus on fishing. That's because that's what I love to do. But ultimately, I think we would all benefit from some videos on my baits. Tips, techniques, what's to come, stuff like that. I'm sure I'll be doing a video like that soon, or multiple videos. I was thinking about making a playlist of every bait. So, like, even if it's just a 1-minute video or 5-minute video on a buzz bait, on the paddle tails, on the tubes, and just have it titled its own thing, and then make a playlist of Ishtech baits, so that if anyone has any questions, like, you can just go to that playlist, find the bait you're thinking about, and you can see everything I have to say about it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you catch a giant. I'll see you next time.